All right. First up, I'm gonna start off by saying all honors and glory due to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakakadah. Okay. So really don't have a title for this. We'll sit down on doing right here. But I am just gonna see where the spirit leads me and briefly just go into the scriptures. Okay. Now, there's a lot going on in Israel. Okay. A lot of infiltration. There's a lot of false prophecies going on. There's a breach going on where there's a certain sect of uh, Israelites, cardinal Israelites, trying to be a infiltrator and a counter for Esau Edom, and to keep this truth from coming out. All right, which we all know who these camps are. Okay, we know they took that bag. We know they paid off. Okay, but there's going to be a payment for doing that. Okay, it's going to be a heavy payment that has to be paid for the infiltration and lying on the scriptures. Okay, lying on the very holy book. Okay, the Lord's word, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai's word. Okay, because we're supposed to be in this thing telling the truth and nothing but the truth. That meaning that means that we have eaten and absorbed the whole scroll, okay, in its entirety, not partially, not taking it out of context, not making blasphemy, okay. Just like anything else, you give that to a so-called Negro, any of these other tribes within the nation of Israel too. Okay, you got Latin, they heavy into that Catholic, being Catholics and all of that. Okay, so I'm not leaving nobody out. Okay, all those tribes, that's down in the southern parts of South America, going back up. Yeah, they heavy into that. Okay, that's the most satanic. All of it's satanic, but Christianity and all of it. That's one of the most satanic religions you can get into is Catholicism. Okay, that's founded by directly through the Quakers. Yeah, if that's ain't where it all started. All right, other than all the other shit in the Vatican, all that other shit over there in Italy and all of that, all them different sanctions. Okay, so let's not get this thing misconstrued because I'm not here to be nobody's friend. First off, I'm not here for views, likes. I think if brother comes and rebuke me from something that I said wrong in the scriptures, I stand to be corrected on that. Okay, but this isn't my program. This is Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai's program. Okay, in fact, the whole movie belongs to him. All right, there's no one individual. I'm not here for pleasing of men. Okay, I'm not here for that either. See, yeah, there's a lot of false prophecies, a lot of false things going on. I can find it. Okay. Because this is what these Negroes is doing. Okay, and I'm gonna read it right here. Okay, this is the book. Okay, they pleasing. Okay, they're doing exactly what they want to do. So this is Isaiah chapter 30, verse. Start at 9. The book of Isaiah chapter 30, verse 9. That these, Salakia, that this is a rebellious people, lying children, children that will not hear the law of the Lord, which say to the seers, the prophets, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things. So the right things aren't being prophesied because why? They made the decision to make sure that it doesn't come out the way it's supposed to come out. Okay? The majority of them, and that's your 2/3 also. They're in there, they're included. Now I know there's probably some elect amongst a lot of these groups and camps, but for the majority, they're acting out the role of a 2/3. Okay? Hate the truth, don't want the whole truth, and want to settle and make things out to what they want it to be. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 10 again, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things. Speak unto us smooth things. Prophesy deceit. So what's going on? This word is being made of a business. They're making a business out of it. They did it then and they're doing it now. Okay? They're making business of it. Profit. Okay? All right? That's what your 501c3 is about also. You're making a business out of this. Okay? Now, same rebelliousness, okay, has always been there. It's always been there. It's always been there. No matter where you look, Old Testament, New Testament, these spirits are back today. They're still here. They never left. They just keep coming back. They're perpetuating the same thing over and over and over. Why? Because it's the same spirits from then, now, that hated our Messiah. Okay? They hated the Lord, Yahweh Bashin, Yahweh Shah. Okay? Father and his Son. Okay? Same spirits. So here. A lot of them loved it bondage then, and they're returning now and loving it all over again. Why? Because they didn't want to give up the customs that the forefathers were doing before they were led out of first captivity. Okay? Which is Egypt. Synonymous for bondage. So there's plenty of prophets that were sent. You know, you have judges, prophets. Okay, you have Moses coming out of the wilderness as a guy. Okay, all right. Then you have Samuel before a king. You had Samuel. Okay, all right. Powerful prophet Samuel. Okay, before not a king but a call it an overlooker. Okay, I'm talking about Saul. Okay, house of Saul. Okay, because when they voted Saul in, that upset the Lord too. Now you got to understand that how rebellious children of Israel have and still are. How rebellious and stiff-necked they are in refusal. Okay, so when Samuel was the guy, and the people murmured and asked for a king, you know, because they didn't want the Lord. They didn't want the Lord to be over. Okay, so what they do? They looked around and they found, but this was prophesied of. It was told how they would be treated under a king, and they still chose a king, a man in the flesh. Okay, so when Saul sought out and the people got, no, when Samuel sought out and got Saul, no, not Saul, yeah, Saul, correct me if I said anything wrong. When Samuel sought out and got Saul, okay, he was fully austere in the flesh, cardinally, okay. And he wanted to do things his way cardinally. All right, okay, Saul. All right. But when people were asked again who they would rather have regime over, they still chose a flesh and blood man. Now, if you don't think that upset the Lord, I don't know what's wrong. It's right here in the scriptures. All right, this is Judges. Let's see here. Let's see. Judges chapter 2, verse 11. And the children of Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord and served Balaam. So you love serving everybody else's customs. You don't want to come back to your heritage. You want to stay in bondage. You want to think you're free. You want to really think you're free when you're not free. You're still in slavery. This is, in fact, the last captivity. Okay, and you chose your God, Caesar, Cesare Borgia or Caesar. Okay, the Emperor of Rome, whoever the hell he is, you chose him a long time ago. So all that mocking and scoffing, it's all recorded. Okay, the things you were doing then, you're doing now all over again. But this time, your God is it's the same people. Okay, don't get it twisted. All right, Idumeans, Chaldeans, and Edomites are the same people. Okay, in fact, in the Old Testament, Amalek is considered the dukes of Edom. All right. So you want to click and join hand in hand when these people hate you, because they know by now, they know what their forefather did. They know what our forefather did. They know where the blessing is going. They know where the blessing is headed. And they know where their destiny is headed. Okay? So, all this lying, it gotta cease. Which is not. That's why this place gotta be purged. Has to be purged. Okay, Judges chapter 2, verse 12. And they forsook the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, most high power of their fathers. which brought them out of the land of Egypt and followed other gods of the gods of the people that were round about them, and bowed themselves unto them, and provoked the Lord to anger. So the Lord is very upset. Okay? Very upset. Highly upset. Two-thirds think you're getting ready to just walk back into the sunset of so-called normalness when there was never nothing normal for you. Nothing was ever normal for you. But getting your back beat in and trampled over and being made a proverb and a byword, okay, and going to your enemy for everything, that never been good for you. You can pretend, you got the force of simulation, Hellenation, hell, that went on way back when, prior to this place. And some of you just complete sellouts. Your whole line up generation of whoever you are. Okay, because it comes from your forefathers, from what they did. Okay, so you're gonna suffer the same consequences if you back doing it again. That's the way things work. Okay, the Lord said He's gonna start at His house. Okay, He ain't dealing with these other nations like He's dealing with His own. Don't get that twisted, not by far. Not by far. Now, we're supposed to be telling the whole truth, okay? All right? And it's not for some reason, it's for a reason. But, you click on TV here in Babylon, Mystery Babylon the Great, all it is pure wickedness and witchcraft. Mind control, okay? Damn near every piece of technology that comes out is a monitoring device. Okay. Yeah. No, hey, look, you're in this truth, you're gonna get an understanding who the Lord is. Okay. Gonna get a good understanding. Now, whether you believe it or not, okay, because this book is true, right? The second epistle of John, verse 7. For many deceivers are entered into the world who confess not that Yahushua HaMashiach is come in the flesh. This is a deceiver and antichrist. Who were the main people that deceived and didn't believe? You had your Pharisees, you had your scribes, and lawyers. Okay. All right. So they didn't believe. They mocked and scoffed when he was on the cross. Okay. All of that. All right. Turned him in for a criminal, to release a criminal. So this place is finished. Place is finished. So what is Yahushua going to do? Come come back and judge this place. It's going to be a great inquisition. That's what it's called. Inquisition. Judgment, examination, questioning. Right? That's exactly what's going to happen. Not what's going to happen, and that's what's happening. I think the visit is going to be all sweet. God love everybody. What God are we talking about? God of this world, the mammon? Huh? Fleshly, spiritual demon saint? Huh? Who are we talking about? Spiritual demon saint and his counterpart? Who are we talking about? I ain't here to, like I said, I'm not here to bring no good tidings. I mean, it's good news for those who are seeking the Lord. Okay? It's good news for those, the 1/3. All right? That's what the good news is for. Going along with y'all king, like this is all gonna be fine and dandy at the end of the day, which is not. Book of Isaiah, chapter 47, verse 3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, ye thy shame shall be seen. Who is he talking about? He's talking about the children of the Chaldeans, the Idumeans, okay, the Edomites, okay, the Dukes, okay, the Romans, all right. This very land we in, the last bondage, Egypt, okay, headquarters of the tabernacles of Edom. That's who it's talking to. That's who he is talking to. Book of Isaiah, chapter 47, verse 3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. What shame is that? All of what you've done to establish this place. That's what shame. All right, and how you're in a race to try to cover up everything and act as if you're the great red hope, say the great red hope. Okay, cause problem and solution. Let me try to bring back the narrative. That's what you're doing, but it ain't gonna happen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. As for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah. Okay? Now, there's no stopping the Lord, the Heavenly Father, and his Son, and the angels, and the fleets of armies and armies of the army of chariots. There's no stopping, nor his nuclear, nor his arsenal. Okay? Huh? Who you think all those missiles belong to? All this lying, lie after lie after lie. Witchcraft, witchcraft, witchcraft. Like I said, I'm just going for the top. Going from what the spirit go get me. Okay, that's what I'm doing right now. Not here for comments, likes, views, yes, because I want to deliver the message. But as far as likes and all of that, hey, the message is going out into the elements. No, just want to, take that. Who you think the technology belongs to? Huh? The web. Okay. It has to be written down. Trying not to go off notes. Yeah, trying not to go off notes. And third, you something else. I'm gonna constantly get on you because I gotta constantly put it in your ear whether you want to hear it or not. Okay, whether you want to hear it or not. Yeah, I have one that I did right there. That it's it has to be. I have a few things written down actually. So, but it's good to have things written down. I previously was studying these other things. Just in case I get cloudy. You know, because the spirit works with you, and that's when you full on. Then there's times when the spirit, you know, uh, is not working with you. You know, but you can't rely on your own thoughts either. Not in this truth. This ain't no cardinal thing. Where you think the way that you want to think. Bring out what you think is right. You know. Now, if you're in the spirit, you're just in the spirit. And that's wisdom. You know. If you're in the spirit, you got, the spirit is on you. You know, then hey, by all means, take charge. Like the elders say over there at GMS, strike while the iron's hot. You know, I get kind of tongue twisted sometimes, so don't. Like I said, I'm open for review. Okay, I can be corrected. Okay, reproach, review. Let's see. But this is some important things that I've been on studying on and kind of trying to meditate. There be so many damn distractions around. Things be trying to lure you out the truth every second of the day. It seems like. Okay, Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 29. Is not my word like as a fire, saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and like a hammer that breaketh the rock in pieces? Okay, so what rock is that? That's Babylon the Great. Okay, all right. Word is like a fire. Okay, so to the scriptures. Let's read that again. Is not my word like as a fire, saith the Lord, and like a hammer that breaketh the rock in pieces. Okay. So you have to be in this telling the truth. You can't be in this telling a lie, you know, trying to control and make your own narrative up. Remember, the Lord don't need you. You need him. Remember that. See. That's not here the bone song. Get proud and vainglory. Okay, proud and vain. Because hey, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I see it, and I'm just gonna call it how I see it, because there's a lot of that going on too. Now I ain't gonna say no names, but there's a lot of proud, vainglory going on too. You know, a lot of that going on too. But you know, end of the day, Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is gonna purge you out. You don't know who you are. But hey, at the end of the day, all right. Book of Jeremiah, chapter 5, verse 14. That was it. Those clicks. Let's see. Wherefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai of hosts, because ye speak these words, behold, I will make my words in thy mouth fire, and this people would, and these people would, and it shall devour them. So, what is that saying? This word is fire. All right? Fire. Let's read that one more time. Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 14. Wherefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Most High Power of hosts, because ye speak this word, behold, I will make my words in thy mouth fire, and these people wood, and it shall devour them. Now, 1 minute, stop right there. What is that? Who's the wood in this case? Who's the stumble? Well, that'll be no other than Esau Edom. Okay, your so-called white man. Okay, that's who that's going to be. One book, one type of stuff. Book of Obadiah, verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame. And the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai has spoken it. Okay? All right, that's the way it's going to work. There's no changing what's written now. No change in that, Jack. I meditate on a lot of this. You know, I gotta get it. I gotta get it. And all of that has to be said because from the beginning of the book, okay, Cain, okay, Esau, that's where your progenitors, Cain, you know, can't make that which is crooked straight. That's Cain. Let's talk about what really happened, what's really going on. And it's just a remix all over again. But for those who have the eyesight to see it. Let's see. Book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 1, verse 15. That which is crooked cannot be made straight, and that which is wanting cannot be numbered. Ecclesiastes, better known as Sirach, chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Though he humbled himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou had wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Okay? All right, so the men of the Lord, the hopeful elect, the watchmen, see these things. Those that are in this truth, in this truth for the 100% purpose of the truth. Okay? Right? Because Esau Edom is continuously trying to set up snares, traps. Okay? Snares and traps. He's a proud man. Don't forget that too. Don't forget that. Book of Psalms, chapter 50, verse 3. Our power, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh shall come and shall not keep silent. A fire shall devour before him, and it shall be very temperate round about him. Verse 4. He shall call to the heavens from above and to the earth, that he may judge his people. Verse 5. Gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice. What sacrifice is that? Yahweh. Okay? He was the sacrifice for his people. Not everybody. His people. Okay? Not everybody on the planet. His people. And who is his people? The nation of Israel. Northern and Southern Kingdom. Okay? That's who he's gathered to. That's who's being gathered together. All right? None else. Okay. Two-thirds. Hey, running out of wind talking to you. But hey, it's my duty. Get the blood off my hands. Now, if two-thirds of your camp leaders ain't, if your congregation or unity camp ain't talking about woes, lamentation and mourning, okay? Ain't speaking on this whole scroll from New Testament, 27 books, Old Testament, 39 books, and everything in between, okay? Which it ain't all in between, it's one puzzle, okay? If you can get that, all right. If it's not being said in truth, then you're a false prophet, okay? The false prophet, and you're working on the wicked side, okay? And we know who that's for. Fully know who that's for. You'll be sought out, you'll be judged. You ain't got to worry about that. You'll be purged out because you're going to be caught hand in hand. You took the trick bag. You're going to be caught hand in hand with these other nations, and what you're going to do? You're going to have to be judged right along with them. That's what's going to end up happening. That's it. And it's even worse if you know that you are of the elect, or you're in this truth, and you got heavy faith. You're still on the opposing side and siding with keeping and suppressing the 100% truth that comes in the volume of the book. Hey, it's going to be even worse for you. Even worse. Okay. Close out here. Close out.
That's the thing. I can find the scripture right now. Is that, there you go. Right in my face. All right. So I'm gonna end with this scripture right here. It's 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 40. That all things be done decently and in order. Okay? So that said, all glory and honor unto Yahweh, by Shem Yahushai, by Shem Barak Dash. Double honors to the elders and apostles from where I got this 100% true. Till next time, Shalom.